Good morning! Who's ready to get up and stretch today? We have our color song ready to go. We can march it out. And then we have our new updated Baby Shark from we visited Korea on our traveling around the world. Special request from Benjamin. Are you ready? Let's get up and march. Get those marching legs ready and lift those legs up nice and high. Ready? It's time to start the day. It's time to start the day. It's time to give a great big cheer. And then we're on our way. Hooray! Get ready. Check your colors. If you're wearing red today, red today, red today. If you're wearing red today, stand up and shout hooray. Are you wearing red? Let's do another one. If you're wearing black today, black today, black today. If you're wearing black today, stand up and shout hooray. Hooray! I have black on. Do you? Let's do one more. If you're wearing pink today, pink today, pink today. If you're wearing pink today, stand up and shout hooray. Do you have any pink on? Oh, that's okay. I don't have any pink on, but if you do, great job. So now we're going to try to do our Baby Shark from our South Korea visitation when we went and traveled the whole world. So we're going to try to do it because Benjamin wants to hear it so bad. And I'm excited to do it with you. So get up, get ready, start stretching. All right, ready? You're going to put your hips to the side. Good. Remember, we're going to change it up. Oh, yeah. Now we're going to sway to the right and left. And now we're going to do this. Ready? We're going to stomp. One leg stomp. Now switch. Now you're going to run in place. Get ready. Here we go. Hands up. And you're going to shake your hips. And now in front and stretch. Good. Now the wheels on the bus. Get the wheels on the bus. And we're going to chomp. Chomp. Ready? Hips. Now stretch in the front. Ready? Wheels on the bus. We're going to chomp. Great job. Good morning, boys and girls. I'm so happy to see you today. I hope you had a great Monday. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day outside. So don't forget to check in each day with Miss Donna and we can see what type of weather we had. We had a cloudy day yesterday, so we filled the net box. I wonder what today's will be. I'm hoping it's sunny. So don't forget to check in. Yesterday we made our rain clouds, and today we're going to break it down a little bit more. What really is a cloud? We talked about it, but I have some really cool videos, and Miss Donna has a great book to read with you today. So, let's get our day started. Let's see. What day is it? What day of the week is it? What number? I'm so excited. So, Pete's got our number. Thank you, Pete. Oh, yes. He was asking, did you get your special surprise in the mail yesterday? I think they did, Pete. I saw a few pictures. Well, if you have a picture, you and your special surprise, take a picture and share it with us. All right, Pete, so what day is it? Come on, tell us what number. I love this number for a special reason, and I'll tell you why. If we cover the second number, we have a 2. 1, 2. Good job. And we have our double bubble number over here. An 8. Good job. Let's count 8 with our 2 hands, right? Because it's only 5 on this one. We got to go to the other hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. When we put it together, we get the number 28. I was born on the 28th of a special month. That's why I love this number. Pete, can you put it on our calendar? Oh, good job. All right. Who's ready to count? We're going to start from 1 and go all the way down each row until 28. We're going to start on the left and go to the right. And we're going to keep going down. Ready? Awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Woohoo! Good job! We are almost done with the month of April. So what month is coming up next? Let's sing our song to find out. There's January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, 12 months in a year. Were you able to catch what month is coming up next? January, February, March, April, May. Yes, if you remembered our dance step, you know that May is coming. April showers, all that rain is bringing up our May flowers. So we're really excited about that. So let's find out what day of the week it is. So we take our finger, or my pointer, and we move it all the way up. It's one of the days of the week that makes a t, t, t sound. What letter makes a t, t sound? Like t, t, turtle, or t, t, tomorrow. How about tissue? T, t, tissue. Achoo! I need a tissue. Well, there's 2 of them, so it's a little tricky. So let's sing our days of the week. Ready? Days of the week. 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 There's Sunday and there's Monday, a Tuesday and a Wednesday, a Thursday and a Friday, and then there's Saturday. Days of the week. 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 Ready? Repeat after me. We're going to bring our finger up. Remember, we're going to stop here. Repeat. Sunday. Monday. Tuesday. Stop. It is Tuesday. Starts with the letter T. Tuesday. April 28th. We are moving along. And we have some really exciting things to do today. A lot of fun things. So as I was telling you before, be on the lookout for Miss Donna's weather video. She's our RP Co-op weather girl. And some of the things that we're looking for here is it rainy? We've had a lot of rainy days in April so far, but that's okay. It helps our flowers. Is it sunny and hot? Like on Saturday, it was really hot. Yes, some people were wearing shorts outside. Is it stormies or thunder and lightning? Ooh, we're going to talk about some storms a little bit later this week. Is it snowy? Some days it's been a little cold still in April. Some people have had snow or frost when it's really, really cold. That's okay. You can go out. You put a jacket on. How about cloudy? Yeah, like yesterday, right? When the sun is kind of hiding behind clouds. And that's why today we're going to figure out, well, what really is a cloud? We did our little experiment yesterday to get us excited, but Miss Donna's got a great book to read. Is it windy? Woo! Yesterday was a little windy, and I was able to have a kite outside with my son. Because if you don't have wind, there's no air moving, and the kite's going to go down to the ground. So even those windy days are really, really cool. And we have our thermometer here that tells us the temperature. If it's really down low in the blue, it means it's cold. Can you show me what cold is? And the higher and higher it moves up, the hotter it gets. So when it's hot in the summertime, you're like, oh, gotta fan myself off, right? It's so hot. Turn the air conditioner on. But throughout all these different times, it's wonderful, right? We get to do different things depending on the different weather. So, for example, there are different seasons throughout the year. Right now we're in spring, and that's when all the flowers start growing and blooming, and it looks so beautiful. And as it is still getting a little cold right now, it's going to start warming up. And in the summers, when you don't have school, when it's hot, you can go run outside, you can go swimming, maybe go on vacation. That's when you're not at school and you get to spend time with moms and dads. And we're looking forward to those nice long days. And then in the fall, we come back to school, right? We see all the leaves starting to change colors, and they're falling down. Red, orange, yellow, green, falling to the ground, right? And then with our holidays, it gets kind of cold, right? Who here likes it when it gets cold? It gets so cold in the winter time that we need a warm jacket so we can go outside and make snowmen. Well, did you know that there's an animal that sleeps the whole winter time? It's too cold for them. They store up on a ton of food and they say, I'm not coming out until it's springtime, which is now. So this is called Curious George, a Winter's Nap. What is Curious George thinking about? If you can see the picture, it shows a picture of him dreaming about a bear. Wow. I wonder why he's thinking about a bear. One fall day where the leaves are coming down, Bill and George went fishing. Bill saw George shivering. Do you know what shivering is? When you're really, really cold, or sometimes if you're wet and you come out of the pool and you start shaking because your body is so cold. Can you shiver? Maybe it was too cold for fishing. Fishing is great when the weather is nice and warm, but George was too cold. On the way home, Bill told George that some animals, such as bears, go to sleep when it's cold. They eat a lot of food. They have a whole bunch of different food, like a feast, like a buffet. And they eat a whole bunch of food in the fall. Then they hibernate, or sleep, as we call it, almost all winter. George was curious. If he hibernated, he would miss the cold weather months. So our bear friends eat a lot and they stay inside when it's cold. They have one long sleep. Let me see how you look when you're tired. Oh, imagine eating your best food ever and going to sleep, missing all the winter and getting up for spring. Would you be happy doing that, or would you miss the winter like George? George closed the curtains. He painted a picture of the night sky. He still could not sleep. How do bears do it? How do they sleep all winter long? It's pretty amazing, right? George asked the man with the yellow hat about hibernation. This book says bears sleep in dark, quiet caves, said the man. That was it. George needed a cave. So he's going to find a special place to have as his cave. Is it going to be in his house? Is it going to be outside of his house? Or is he going to find a real cave? Let's see. George hung toy bats. He put rocks in his bed, and now his room looked like a cave. George settled in for his long winter nap. Do you think George will be able to sleep the whole winter like this? Do you think you could do it? Uh-oh. Now what? George couldn't hear sounds out. George could hear sounds outside. Pigs oinked and cows mooed. Chickens clucked. George shushed them, but they weren't quiet. He was like, shh, shh. He's trying to sleep here. But it's really hard when there's animals, things going on right around you. How do the bears not hear all those different sounds? George covered his ears, but the animals were not as loud. But his room was also still not silent yet. So George taped his blanket over the window. Now it's dark and quiet. So he covered his window with a dark blanket. And now his room was dark. Let's see, he said it was quiet enough. Finally, George fell asleep. He slept in his monkey cave just like a bear does. After a long time, George woke up. He had done it. He had hibernated and slept through the whole winter. Did he? He seems really rested. How did you sleep last night? Asked the man. Last night? George had only slept one night? Not all winter? Ah, George was sad. Can you show me your sad face? He was so sad. He thought he slept all winter. It was just one night. Then the man had an idea. He took out a box of winter things. What is he going to do with that? What kind of winter things do you think will be in this box? The man reminded George how fun winter was. They could sled and ski together. You know, George, he did not want to miss winter at all. He had a nice moment. Even though maybe he couldn't sleep as long as a bear does, he has a lot of fun, wonderful things to do in the winter time. It's very hard sometimes. I like summer a lot. I'm out usually when the days are long and the weather is hot. This year I was able to try snow tubing, riding horses in the winter, going skiing, things that I never tried before. It was a lot of fun. So maybe each season you can try something new, just like in the winter there. And now it's springtime. What can you do now? Have you gone on a nature hunt yet? Have you planted some new flowers? You know, we're going to do that in my house. We're going to plant just little potted plants. You can do flowers. You can do some herbs and seasonings. If you do beans, like lima beans, oh, they grow so fast. Maybe I'll show you guys a video so you can try that too. There's so many wonderful things that you can do each season. All right? All right, let's get it ready to do some bingo.
There was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, B-I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh, clap,
Clap. No more B.
There was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh, pat your legs.
Can you pat your legs like me?
There was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh, pat your tummy.
Okay, can you pat your tummy with me? Ready?
There was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh, pat your head.
Pat your head. Ready?
There was a farmer who had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh,
Up.
jump.
Oh, was clapping. Can you jump? Honey?
There was a farmer that had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, and Bingo was his name. Oh, B-I-N-G-O, B-I-N-G-O. and Bingo was his name, oh.
An alligator? A sock. That one looks like a rat! Have you ever looked up in the sky and seen shapes in the clouds? Clouds can be big and fluffy like a castle made of cotton candy, or they can be thin and wispy like little white lines drawn in the sky. But have you ever wondered what the clouds are? We know there aren't real alligators or socks up there, but what makes a cloud a cloud? Well, they might not look like it, but clouds are just big clumps of water droplets. But how did those water droplets get up there in the first place? Water can exist in 3 different forms: a solid, a liquid, or a gas. Ice is just a solid form of water, and water in your drinking glass is a liquid. And you can't see water when it's a gas, which is called water vapor, but have you ever heated a pot of water and noticed that as it boils, the water level goes down? The water that's not there anymore has evaporated, or turned into gas. It's become water vapor and floated up into the air. And that's basically how clouds are made. When the sun shines down on the water in oceans, lakes, and rivers, it acts in pretty much the same way as that pot on the stove. It warms the water enough to turn a little bit of that liquid water into water vapor. Then the water vapor rises into the sky, and as it goes higher, the air gets colder. Finally, it cools down enough that it turns back into a liquid again. But this time, it sticks to tiny bits of things floating around up there like dust, dirt, and smoke. As more water vapor floats up and bumps into those sticky wet specks, the droplets get bigger and bigger until they're big enough to see. Now, they have formed clouds. Even though all clouds are made of the same stuff, they can look pretty different. There are actually different kinds of clouds that scientists look for based on how they look and the type of weather that they produce. So let's play Cloud Spotter again, but this time with science. First, we'll check out everyone's favorite, the cumulus cloud. We love these guys because they're the big, puffy, fluffy clouds that can make us think of alligators or socks or robotic rats. They're usually bright white, and they're thick and dense enough that when one passes in front of the sun, it can cast a shadow. These clouds usually mean nice weather, but beware. When you start to see a cumulus cloud grow tall and turn dark gray, it can produce a big storm with lots of thunder, lightning, and pouring rain. Cirrus clouds are totally different. They're the super thin, wispy clouds high in the sky. If a cirrus cloud passes in front of the sun, you'll hardly notice. They're almost see-through. When you see these kinds of clouds in the sky, you're probably in for a nice sunny day. Now, take a look at these stratus clouds. They form something that looks kind of like a blanket across a big chunk of the sky. They might look flat and smooth, or they may have a pattern that looks bumpy or wavy. Stratus clouds tend to block out a lot of the sun's light, so these clouds usually bring a gray, drizzly day. But cumulus, cirrus, and stratus clouds are just the beginning. There are lots of different versions of these 3 main types, depending on how high in the sky the clouds form and the shapes that they make. You can be a cloud spotter too. You have a chance to check out cool clouds every time you step outside. So keep looking up, and pretty soon you'll be a pro at telling your cirrus from your stratus. As for Squeaks and me, we're gonna get back to these cumulus clouds. I think that one looks like the giant squid. Thanks for joining us on Science.
All right, who's ready for our letter Y song? Who can remind me what sound does the letter Y make? Do you remember our march? Yeah, 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 yellow. Yeah, 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 yummy. Yeah, 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 yams. Yeah, 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 yak. Yeah, 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 yuck. You can make your march with any Y letters, any Y words that you want. Just have fun marching around. That yeah sound can be very hard for some of our friends. So if you make it fun and they keep listening how you do it correctly, they will get it in no time. So let's see. Our Y song is sung to the tune of If You're Happy and You Know It. Do you remember that song? Let's practice. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Good job. All right. So this is all about yams and how yams are so yummy. And we're going to shout out our Y word, yes. Ooh, that could be part of your marching song. Yeah, 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 yes. Could be really excited and sound yes. All right, I'm going to do it slow one time, and then the next time I'm going to do it nice and loud and fast. If you think that yams are yummy, yell out yes, yes. If you think that yams are yummy, yell out yes, yes. If you think that yams are yummy, yell out yes and rub your tummy. If you think that yams are yummy, yell out yes, yes. Do you remember that song? It's a lot of fun, right? All right, let's try it one more time, a little faster. You ready? If you think that yams are yummy, yell out yes, yes. If you think that yams are yummy, yell out yes, yes. If you think that yams are yummy, yell out yes and rub your tummy. If you think that yams are yummy, yell out yes, yes. Good job. All right, boys and girls. So we're practicing our Y all week long, but we're not forgetting some of our friends. Our circle friends. This is a review worksheet that you can do at home. You're going to trace the word circle. You get to try to write each letter in its box. And then you're going to find any shape down here that is a circle, and you can color that in. For example, we have a magic wand. Is that a shape of a circle? No, it's in the shape of a star. So we're going to leave that alone. But we have a clock, and our clock is round like a circle, so you would color in your clock. Now, normally we try to find some colors that make the most sense. It's up to you guys. Most of the time they will make everything rainbow if we let them. So if you feel like it's okay, go for it. And if you feel like, maybe if there's a heart here, maybe you want to try to stick to the colors like the red, okay? But obviously the heart doesn't make sense here because it's not a circle. Just trying to give you an example. Okay, now today's fun activity as well is a pattern worksheet. We're still practicing our patterns. Our cut and paste is helping that hand strength really well. And patterns, although it's very easy when you have it, it's so hard for them when they have to make it up by themselves. So working with our circle, like our sun pattern, we have half circles here, or semicircles. And we have these wonderful little pieces of sun rays because right today it's going to be a beautiful day. So why not be bright with having something like the sun? So you have all these little pieces. You can cut them out. You don't have to cut all of them out at one time. Try to maybe pick 2 colors for your first pattern. And you're going to cut them out and you can glue them. I just taped them quickly to show you guys. Or you can use tape if you want to. Or if you want, you can just keep making new patterns and you don't have to glue anything down if you don't have it. So for example, you can do patterns with 2 colors. I chose green and red. So if you say with me, see if you can finish the pattern. Green, red, green, red, green, red. What would come next? Green, red, green, red, green, red. Well, if you said green, you are correct. So what you would do is you would paste that next green one down on your paper. So it gets a little tricky, right? If you have more than 2 colors. I made mine with 3 colors. Sometimes you kids like the challenge. I have red, yellow, green. Red, yellow, green. What will come next? Red, yellow, green. Red, yellow, green. Red. So you would take your red sun ray and you would put it down here and you would glue it, tape it, whatever you want to do with it. If you don't want to tape anything down and you want to be able to keep playing with it, that's fine. Just put it in that spot. It's important that when you finish one section of a pattern, you freeze. For example, red, green, pause. Red, green, pause. Red, green, pause. That way it helps them pick up the pattern and break it up. So especially when you have 3 colors, it's red, yellow, green. red, yellow, green. And then you keep going, and it helps them to hear the pattern. And you can do patterns, like I said, with this and anything in your house. You can do patterns with shapes, with colors, with food, whatever you have in your house. You don't need to spend money to start working on these. So there's so many different have suns here. All right, you can do so many different sun rays. You can practice using patterns with just red and yellow, red, yellow. It's okay. See how many they can come up with. And if they really have a tough time, the first two, do what I did. You're going to set up a pattern for them and see if they can finish it. Okay? Because even though this looks really easy, it's hard for them to make it up themselves. So I suggest at least doing one with them for blending with 2 colors, blending with 3. There's so many different options for them to do that. And once they get it, it'll be a lot of fun. And you know what? We do in our house. Sometimes my son will make up a pattern and he'll be like, Mom, you have to try to guess it. Like he's the teacher. So if they want that, let them be the teacher. Usually at school we have one student be our teacher's assistant to help us out, make sure that everyone's doing the right thing, keeps their focus going, and then they're able to complete their work with no problems. Alright, so we have Miss Donna's book that we're going to be looking out for on clouds. We're going to do our circle worksheet. And you're going to complete your sun rays. If you don't have any printer paper, any ink, whatever you need, let me know. I will come around and deliver these. But you have to let me know by Friday because I'm doing it all on Friday and Saturdays. Okay, and if you do not have any resources at home, you can draw it with a pen and a few markers or crayons that you have around your house. You can always make these worksheets at your house too. I have provided them every day in a file, so you can just write it down on a piece of paper, and that's fine. Okay? I want to make sure that you're able to learn, have fun learning, and not let us being home stop you and having fun. Okay? Because learning is a great trip, and I want you guys to still be involved and being in our class and doing all those fun things with us. All right? Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.